What's up, guys? It's Dragonfly Mike 77. Today I'm doing a tobacco review. I'm doing a brand new brand. It hasn't been around too long, just I don't know, a few months, several months. And since I had been out of the game for a while, I thought I would try to do something new. You know, I still love my Tangiers, I still love my Nafa, but this Haze was coming out, and I had a lot of curiosity. I figured it was going to be like a lot of the other modern tobaccos, but I'm one of those people that feels the more you experience, even if the experience isn't good, the more you learn about what you're passionate about. I'm passionate about hookah, so I'm going to try as much as I can. So I contacted Haze and told them I was a reviewer, and they were kind enough to send me some samples. And I'm doing Haze Blueberry right now, and I'll take a poke for you guys. First off, the clouds you get from this stuff are freaking massive. I don't have the Lotus anymore. I sent it back, so I have 3 coals on there, super cheap foil, the normal stuff. And it takes heat really well for modern tobacco. I don't like using modern tobacco because I consider Tangiers modern, and that is like nothing like Starbuzz, Fantasia, Haze, or anything out there. But it hasn't been around so long, so it's modern tobacco. But I'm going to compare Haze a lot to Starbuzz and Fantasia because that's what it's like. I'll flash away to a clip to show you the cut. It's very similar to Starbuzz and Fantasia. It's a little juicier than Starbuzz, not as juicy as Fantasia, and the cut is very similar, as you can see, and it's also dyed red. You know I don't like it when you dye tobacco, but whatever, who cares? I've gotten over that. But when it comes to the flavor, I was a little worried because a lot of times these type of tobaccos are overly sweet. It's like drinking syrup. And I was pleasantly surprised with Haze. I'll take another poke for you guys. Despite the fact that this blueberry is sweet, it's not overpowering. It's not a type of sweet where you're like, ugh, this is gross. It is much sweeter than like a, well, I won't even say that. It is sweet, but I feel that it's balanced nicely. The blueberry flavor is very candy-ish. It's not very realistic. They were pretty smart though. I'm using crappy coals and I hate it. They were smart, and they added a little tartness to it, which I'm real fond of with blueberry. There's no menthol, there's no cooling, it's just straight blueberry, which is a good thing. Take another poke for you guys. The first thing I noticed about Haze, as soon as I lit it up, a lot of times I feel like on the first stage of flavor, the inhale, you don't get a lot of the flavor. With this, it really coats your mouth on the inside when you're inhaling. You get that nice sweetness to it, which a lot of times on the inhale, for some reason, it just doesn't hit the taste buds the same way. And you get flavor, but it's not that prominent. On Haze, the inhale, you really get flavor, and it really surprised me. I was like, wow, damn, that's impressive. I was pretty happy about that. And then on the exhale, I don't think it's necessarily that it has more flavor than other brands, but I think because on the first stage of flavor, you're getting kind of your tongue excited already. I feel like on the exhale, you're getting almost an extra coat, and because of that, the flavor really pops. It really comes alive. And I like that in the blueberry. I'm a sucker for blueberries. I've said it in 1,000 of my reviews that I love them. So I always try to find as many different blueberry tobaccos as I've had. I was very nervous when I first opened the Haze Blueberry because it smelled a lot like Blueberry Splash by Fantasia. And if you've ever had that, it's a thumbs down. It's just not very good. The flavor is lacking. It's not very strong at all. I'm not even going to review it. I don't want to buy it. This, despite it smelling very similar to it, the flavor pops. It's definitely alive. I'll take another poke for you guys. It's probably going to burn because I got crappy coals on. Stop burning. Yeah, I'm very content with this blueberry. When I first smoked it, the first time I smoked it, at first I sat there and went, this is a little too sweet. And as I started to smoke it, on the Lotus I got 4 rounds on a Vortex bowl. And I was pleasantly surprised that the flavor, although it diminishes a little, just that happens after a while, your palate gets used to what you're smoking, you don't taste it the same way as you smoke. Excuse me. It never diminished to a point where I was kind of like, well, there's really not much left. I felt like the last hit still offered some enjoyment out of it, which, you know, sometimes Nakla doesn't even do that. Sometimes Tangiers doesn't do that. It all depends on the flavors. But this one, with Haze Blueberry, the flavor does stay flavorful for a decent amount of time, which is a big positive in my book. Take another poke. I'm hitting it a lot in the review because I was only able to get 100 grams. And I don't like just throwing something in a bowl and reviewing it. I like taking my time with it, learning what it is. And since I haven't been able to spend too much time with it, as I'm reviewing it, since I'm not familiar with it, hitting it helps me describe the flavor a little more. But the flavor it is tart, especially on the exhale. You get it really hits the taste buds on the side of your tongue and on the back, and that's really nice. This was the first haze that I had smoked, and I'll give it a thumbs up. And instead of doing ratings, I'm basically from now on going to do thumbs up, sideways, or down. I will say if it's going up, kind of like this, it's not great, but I'll give Haze a thumbs up. Haze Blueberry at least. I like it. The blueberry flavor is alive. It's there. It pops. The tartness is there. The flavor lasts a decent amount of time. Just like any modern tobacco, like Starbuzz or Fantasia, the buzz is really not that strong. It's no stronger than Starbuzz, and it's no stronger than Fantasia. So don't really expect a head buzz from it if you're a Tangier smoker, Nakla smoker, Desi Merle smoker. If you smoke those, you won't get a buzz. Again, that's not a big issue. It's nice to have things in the stash that are, you know, not strong. Maybe you smoke in the morning, or you smoked a lot of cigarettes, whatever it may be. So I do like this. I was pleasantly surprised by the first haze that I have. I would like to thank Patrick for sending me the couple samples. I really appreciate it. I'll take one more poke for you guys. The clouds. My gun got real nasty. Oh, I apologize for that. That was gross. The clouds. Since I have a different camera and the lighting's different, the clouds don't look as big on camera, but the clouds you get from it are phenomenal. Despite the fact that it has a lot of glycerin in it, a lot of times those clouds are infused with a lot of water, and despite the fact that the puffiness and all that, they're not that dense, these are pretty dense, which makes me think that there's a higher honey and higher tobacco content in this versus some of the Starbuzz and the Fantasias out there. I'll take one more poke for you guys. Yeah, the flavor is really good. Right now I have a little cashmere guava in here, and I love cashmere guava. And with the blueberry, it's awesome. So I'll give Haze Blueberry a thumbs up. I probably will buy it again. It is a little pricey on most websites. There is one where I think it's like 13 bucks, something like that. So that's not that bad. You know, that's about the price. That's a little less than Tangiers right now. So I mean, the price isn't too bad on. I just can't remember the one website that it was 13 bucks on. But for the most part, it's like $18.99, 20 bucks, and that, to me, I think has a lot to do with the packaging. The packaging is big metal tin. I don't think that's necessary. They could save costs by moving it to plastic or doing like what Tangiers does or something like that. But that's all right. You know, that's something that that's how people like to store it. So But yeah, I'll give Haze Blueberry a thumbs up. I like it. I was pleasantly surprised by it. The blueberry is something that I would like to keep in my stash. I won't order it all the time, but it's something I would like to have there. I won't smoke it too often just because it's not that strong. It doesn't give me the nicotine fix that I need sometimes, but I do like it. Thumbs up. As always, please comment, like, and subscribe. Sorry that I rambled. Had a lot of caffeine. But yeah, catch you guys later. Peace.